you ever feel like you don't know what you're gonna do? You're just trapped in your own sorrows. You ever just feel like that? It's never okay, is it? What the heck? I don't know what I want to say. I thought I had whatever I wanted to say planned, but I guess not. You ever feel like you're underwater, drowning inside like there's no tomorrow? 'Cause I felt like that a lot. But hey, that's life, boys. I have been in mental and emotional pain for a while, but past couple weeks have been fun. I've been getting better, yeah. So I was getting help from some friends in a group chat that I'm in on Instagram. About 3 weeks ago, I think. But like, I decided that I need to leave. I need to leave where I am, at least for a while. I was thinking of this for a while, but then, my man Zay, he invited me to come with him to Alaska. Just 'cause. And of course I'd wanna go. But then, we didn't like started talking. We started talking about where we like want to go in this world, like where else other than that. After being there for maybe about 2 months, probably just hit up Australia and stuff. We were like talking about like going to Japan, and like he even has like a list. Man's got a list of where he wants to go. I would try and name the places. I'd try to name them, but it's like 7 places, I think. 6 to 8 places, I think. But that doesn't really matter. I decided that I was going to leave the States because your boy is not sane right now. I try my best to keep my sanity, but I am not in a place fit for living. At least not for what I want to do. Besides that, I want to try as many things as I can in this world anyways. That is my goal. I've been living my life without like a true goal. And now that I have one, I have more of my sanity back, because if you don't have a goal, you almost you'll almost lose yourself in this world. So so after I had finally found my goal, I've been hyping myself up to like do that. I have the opportunity to be an early grad. So I'm going to work towards that. No matter how much I am annoyed by school, it's all the more reason to wanna become an early grad, right? You just gotta put in 132% effort. So once I become an early grad, I'm gonna get a job, because we need money, a few thousands at least, and it's not gonna be that hard to save up that much. I know for a fact, especially if a person such as I can still make about, like, I think 10.50 an hour at some places, depending on where you go. It can range from like 9 to I think 12, like for like the more normal jobs. But like there are jobs that are more demanding for stuff. But anyways, that's off topic. But like when I make enough money, by the time get there, I don't really have a set amount that I'm trying to make. I just need to make as much as possible. That's my goal, but I need a card to set all that money on. So I need a bank account, like for me, like I need to open myself a bank account. I need to get my ID, because I haven't gotten it yet, despite the fact that I should have gotten it a while ago, but I can get it, but you know, I can get my ID whenever, but it's best to get it as soon as possible, so that way I don't have to worry about it that much. Then a passport, because I need my ID for that, because we're gonna be traveling. If we're gonna be traveling, we're gonna need money, we're gonna need passports that aren't expired, we're gonna need IDs. So yeah, it's my plan. It comes part of my plans to want to try as much as I can in my short life. Unless I'm already dying, then you know, whatever, GG's. Of course, you know, I wouldn't want to die, but if I'm already dying, then what's the point in fussing over it? The only people who would be getting hurt by me dying is those closest to me. I shouldn't worry about myself, as I've already accepted that death isn't anything you can stop, so why fear it? You shouldn't fear, like, death from natural causes, but you should fear death from, like, unnatural things. like, say someone shot you and then you die. I mean, of course you're gonna accept the fact that you're dying still, but of course you didn't think you were going to die at that moment. But yeah, ever since I got myself that clear goal of wanting to try as much as I can in my life, my mental health has become much more stabilized. Despite the fact that my surroundings are still not the greatest. I need peace. I need a place to relax. I don't have any place to relax. My room isn't even a place to relax because people just walk in whenever they want. It's worse for the fact that the lock just like it's inevitable that doors will eventually give way for like locks to be a non-viable way of trying to keep your privacy. Happened with mine. The door, like, when it closes, you can just pull it open. And it's annoying. So, I guess, yeah, life is, I've not been dealt the best hand in life. You know, I was allegedly mauled by a dog at like 1-year-old status. I've been bitten by many dogs throughout life, but I haven't been bitten by a dog like a big dog, at least. Ones that could really screw you up. I haven't been bitten by any one of them in some years. So, you know, that's fine. I was born with a hole in my heart. I was born with a defect. Yeah, I'm fine. I was attacked by animals throughout my life. I was being dumb throughout my life. I've stepped in a hole that was covered by tall grass and cut the back of my left foot. If I wasn't lucky, if I wasn't as lucky as I was, I would have very much destroyed my left leg entirely. I'd be in pain. Life to me is an opportunity to do as much as you can. I don't want to succeed at one thing. I want to be successful at a few things. And if I can't be, then I'll just be as good as I can at anything I can do. I never feel like doing anything, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I don't feel like doing anything, because I must push through that in order to achieve what I want to do. My goal is to try as many things as possible, and the path to said goal is not gonna be easy. Since I'm only going to the 11th grade, I still have a long way to go in this world, but I don't know, man. I hate this level. This level is so bad when it comes to the waving. Though it could also be my finger being stiff because it's cold. But it's not cold. Anyways. Yeah. My mental situation is now much better than it was some months ago. And it's because I now have a clear goal. I now know what I must do to get to that goal. I never had a clear goal. I just wanted to chill. I still do, but I've thought about it, and it's like, but how am I going to chill if the life that I'm living right now is not the best for me? If I am to be at my peak mental health, I need to leave. I need to go somewhere, do something. I need to be active. Nothing's going to stop me. Nothing will ever stop me. You may slow me down. You may even halt me for a second, but you'll never fully stop me. 'Cause I don't care. Do what you want. It won't work. Oh, of course. But the only way I can do what I want is to brute force my way through this, 'cause you'll never get what you want for free. You must work. Cliche thing to say, but it is true. This world is cruel, and I do not like that transition. World is cruel, but I don't know how cruel it can be. So the moment I do get out into the real world, I gotta be careful. Especially since I'm a guy. Because guys have it pretty freaking bad. Most bad things that happen in this world happen to guys. For some reason. I don't know why. I never looked into it. But it just does, and if statistics say that that's the case, then I need to prove to myself and to people around me that I'm not just gonna sit there and take anything. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit back and just take any hits thrown at me. I specialize in parrying and blocking attacks. So, might as well put them to a much better use and do it to them mentally. I'm already mentally, like, fortified. I'm a mental fortress, but that also means that whatever can't hurt me has to try as hard as possible. And it means that anything that has hurt me already is not getting out. So I need to vent. I need a good way of venting. So why the heck not? Why the heck not just go ahead and vibe. Me venting is it's not probably, it's most definitely the best thing that could happen to me. I need to clear my mind. And I need to cry. I need to cry as much as possible. I need to do my best to alleviate any feelings inside me. 'Cause if they stay in there, I'm going to explode. Something in me will snap and I will catch a body from somebody at some point if I don't just check myself. Oh my god. You know, somebody whom I would care for so deeply would be in immeasurable pain if I just all of a sudden let loose because I couldn't handle it. But, you know, it's hard to find people like that. But that's why Zay is still my friend today. Up to around 7 years later. Because we understand each other. Of course, we don't fully know, like, how we feel, like, mentally. Like, I don't even know how I am myself. And there's a chance that he doesn't know that much about how he is mentally himself either. There's a little chance. But I honestly just don't know. What the heck? But I don't know how he feels mentally. He doesn't know how I feel mentally. Like, in terms of mental, emotional states and all that, I'm not sure where I stand. But I do know that it's not a very great place. This wave sucks. This wave is harder than, like, anything else in this level. What the heck, man? But, you know. Oh my god. I hate this wave with a passion. God. Can I just... Yeah, you know what? I can't. It's late at night and I should be asleep, but here I am making a random video because, one, I'm bored. Two, I just needed something to do to get my mind off of things. And three, I just need to talk about my mental health. I need to. If I don't, I'll be in serious pain. I know that there's people in this world who understand where I'm coming from. And Zay is one of them. So, at least I have a great friend, eh? I'm just glad. that I have people who actually like take the time to ask how I am. Because I'm not a person to express their feelings. I'm not one to do that. You have to approach me and you have to ask. Like, you have to approach me, say, hey, like, how you doing and all that. Like, I'm not the one to, like, just go and say it. Like that. At least not very easily. So, whenever I do hear my friends like talk about mental health, I feel really comfortable because I can understand like where they're coming from to an extent. Of course, nobody's ever going to understand you 100%. That's a given. But I can understand some things about them. That's what I like about having some good friends. Having somebody to talk to who understands you. It's nice. I've never really asked for help, like, from them, like, at all. So, now, I'm going to. That the old me was to himself. Never really bothered people. I never really wanted to be bothered. Heck, I still don't really like being bothered all that much, but still. That's not to the degree it was a month ago. Life really do be gimping me sometimes, you know. Nah. Nope, we're not doing that. So, when I do get the chance to vent, it's usually because I understand somebody. We get to trade our own thoughts on our lives. Like, was what we were doing, like, really worth it in the end? Like, what can I do to, like, make myself feel better? I hate this part. Man. What the heck? Bruh. I never know what to do here. But anyways. Yeah. You can share your thoughts on things. Get to actually express something you have felt for the longest time, possibly. So, you get friends like that. I think that's the easiest way to do it. Yep, that's consistent. Anyways, I got off topic and I can't remember what I was saying. This is the problem when you're doing something while trying to talk. This is why I don't really like making videos talking about myself, because I'll lose myself. I don't even remember what I was talking about completely. I know I was talking about my mental health and how I finally got a goal in order to like steer myself in the right path. Then I started talking about how I have close friends who've known since we were idiots. But the fact that I'm able to express myself, it's good to like vent. It's always nice to vent. It's never bad to express yourself, no matter what. Just like if you have something on your mind that's been bothering you, like talk to someone that's trustworthy, that you know like can relate in some way. It's best to talk to people who can understand your feelings rather than just like going to therapy. Although that in itself is good, it's always good to go to therapy, but it's never really the best option to like it's never really best option to do that, especially if you don't have the funds for a therapist. If you can't go to a psychiatrist or a therapist of any kind, really, it's best to just bootleg it, you know? Talk to somebody close to you. They know exactly what you think, like, on a broad term at least. They know what you think almost completely, but they still don't know exactly how you think. So it's always nice to find anybody who you've known for the longest time and you know you can trust fully. Just talk. Doesn't matter about what, just say something. It never matters in life what you need to talk about. If it's your mental health that's declining because you haven't said anything, you must do something about that. You must say something. You must call out. Just say help in some way. Just start talking about your feelings and like all that, right? In fact, like the first time like they like really like called me out in a chat on some DMs, like I finally decided to just give in and just start speaking what was on my mind. And to know that like he could relate to a pretty good degree, like it's nice to have somebody who can relate to you on an emotional level. Mentally, I've been really screwed for most of my life. So I've never really known what, like, true happiness is. So, I guess after you do that, after you like start venting, I nearly beat the level. Ain't that a thing? But whatever. Anyways, once you finally get to talk to the person you trust the most in your life, and like they understand you on an emotional spectrum, on a mental spectrum, they understand you. And usually it's like the person who seems to have the opposite personality of you. But you'll begin to just cry out. It doesn't matter how strong the tears come, they just do. 'Cause you never know when you crying will actually benefit you. It's never a bad thing to just cry. I've never really like just completely cried like fully. As a matter of fact, bringing up the topic of mental health and like expressing myself and all that, I can feel a little welling up of tears. Feels nice to know what tears like that feel like. Those are tears of relief. You cry out of relief. That kind of thing is nice. Trust me, I know. I've teared up a little bit. Some actually like started falling out my face when I was texting the homies. 'Cause you never know when the same thing could be happening to them. So like when you see that like when all your friends, anybody you trust with your life, anybody like that, and you just see them and they're just all expressing how they feel today, what they did, what they might do tomorrow. It's just such an amazing feeling. Such a thing is amazing. Just truly astonishing. How can you just be like sat there and you're just like, what do I care anyway? It doesn't matter to me or whatnot. I've been like that for a while now. In fact, I've even expressed it a little bit in my own videos. But I truly have like seen a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm an idiot. But I'm slowly getting there. I see it. I can see it. It's there, waiting for me to reach it. If only I could just fly through that. But yeah, I just wish. I just wish things could be over faster, you know? I just wish I could get to my destination faster. Of course anybody does. But then, if you have that, then like, what's the point in living, right? Living is never about, like, when you want to get there. It's about how you want to get there. It's about the struggles. Living is to struggle. Life is torment. You're never gonna have life easy. No matter how good of a life you have, there's always going to be something bad happening in it. Say you're living a lavish lifestyle. You've got everything you would want or need. However, your mental state is the only thing that's suffering. Physically, you are fine, but mentally, you are just dead inside, aren't you? It's most likely that, ain't it? It's just never it. That's why I just want to live for the little things. I just want to be myself, go somewhere, do something. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I don't care what anybody else says. Doesn't matter. It's the life I'm choosing, and I'm going to stick to it as closely as possible. 'Cause I need this. I need a release. Talking about my problems is a release unlike any other. You never know when doing all that could really turn you into a different person. I've changed, definitely. Throughout my life, I have most certainly changed. At first, I was a shy, extroverted type kid until I was about 9 or 10. 'Cause then I had already, like, established that I have, like, a few friends here and there. And, like, I can talk to people without, like, having any problems like that. But then, 4 years later... Actually, no, this all started once my family and I were, like, in a hotel. Because we couldn't leave very much. I changed. My mentality's changed. And it was especially because I wasn't, like, in an area that was, like, safe enough for kids. Like, school buses go there, but, like, it was never a spot to be in. Never again do I want to experience that. Let's not talk about the fact that we were in some pretty drastic circumstances. So I then changed from that. It was never a great life. But it was an okay life. It was my life. I guess I'm a dumb. I'm a dumb dumb. But hey, 45 minutes and about, I want to say 35 of them consist of me like completely talking. Because I know like I was pausing like a lot. I just don't know what to say. I just say what's on my mind. And that's a good thing. I started speaking my mind more. If I give anything about something, then I'll say it. If I don't, I'll just leave it alone. And just say that I don't care. However, it was never always that easy. I would usually say, ah, that's nice, okay, yeah, sure, that's cool, and that's great and all, but I never truly expressed how I was. It was never it. My mentality shifted so hard. Once I hit like the age of 10, I think, is when things like became much clearer. I figured I should have jumped. But now I know what to do there. Anyways. Yeah, when I hit 10. When I was around 10, I was in 5th grade. I was in like the later part of my 5th grade year. And I was glad to like leave elementary school. But I knew that I had another good, I just had another good 7 years ahead of me. However, like on a side note, like now I know that I could just have 6 if I become an early grad, which I'm going to do. Anyways, I kind of just like decided to give because I was really comfortable like in that school. Like everybody knew me. Like pretty much all the staff knew me as that one kid who was a pretty like master of none type person. Like I was great at everything I tried. I was just never excelling, essentially. So like, of course I just have all that good that happens with them like knowing me since I was in kindergarten all the way through 5th grade. Like I've explored that entire school. Everything was fine. I knew pretty much all the staff there. That's an entire 6 years. Like from the start, from my 5th birthday all the way up to my 10th. To my 10th or 11th. I'm pretty sure it was my 11th. Because my birthday is in April, so... And if I'm in 5th grade, April is in the 2nd semester, so yeah. I was around 11, so 6 years. 6 years I had to endure like that, all that. It took me the first 2 years being in that school before I got to 2nd grade. Like I wasn't very comfortable being in school. It takes me a while to adjust to things when it comes to socializing type stuff. it takes me a while, but now it doesn't because I can pretty much adapt to almost any situation as I'm a pretty observant person and all that. But like once I got into middle school, like I was like never really I was I was never really like talkative. I really hate that transition to the ball. It's awkward. Anyways, yeah, like but and it was despite the fact that it was half the time, it was much worse because instead of like staying in one class, you had to like transition between them. And I became more socially distant to people. Like I still talk to like my close friends, like say and a couple other folks, but I never really talked to them as much as I did when I was in elementary. And it bothered me that I didn't, and it caused me to become even more distant by the time we hit high school. So I might beat this another day, I don't know. I mean, I've essentially beaten the level like a few times in practice mode. Remember when this junk was impossible to me? Ah, the days. I wish I could go back to the good old days. I wish I could change some things. Wish I could do something different. I really wish I could have talked to more people because it would have helped my mental stability a lot. Everything was problematic during my middle school years. Though it was okay, like, I had a little bit of a rocky start. It was odd because, if I remember correctly, I had started school a month late. I had already like started middle school a whole month late. I couldn't go to that school for a month, so I essentially had like a 3-month vacay, but it wasn't something to mess around with. It was a serious problem, because if I didn't go, I'd be, well, not here. During my 7th grade year, I had started it like a good couple weeks late. What the heck? That was odd. I don't believe that I did that. Wow. Anyways, I was always starting school like from the beginning of the year, like really late. And so I would then be like more socially outcasted. I still made friends. I still have some that I can contact. But man, was it hard to get through middle school. I don't even know, bro. I'm also, for some reason, proficient in math. Like, really proficient. In fact, it was tested that I was always 1 point behind distinguished, but, like, that's a whole different story. That scared me. Anyways, because of the fact that I'd always start school like some amount of time late. What the heck? I would always be like socially distant to people because I never know like what to do to start a convo, because I don't know how they are, like, and everybody's already like made friends with each other. I know some people out in this world knows how that feels. It's not great. I embarrassed myself a few times, bro. Bad things, man. Bruh, that could have been it. Can I just beat this already? I just playing levels while talking about my mental health and like how it came to be. It took me until after I had like grazed by 10th grade, like relatively easily, honestly. Annoyingly easy, as a matter of fact. I did not really like it. I don't feel accomplished, but hey, if they say I accomplished something, then I'm gonna take it. I just want to get to my goal as fast as I can. Accomplishing such things as socializing, knowing how to release your mental and emotional traumas, which stem from like the same kind of things, because see, I almost never vent like in my life. I almost never have vented like things like this in my life. It took until Zay got me to just finally say, you know what, I'm a speak the truth of how I am. And it felt great. It felt amazing. Everything was nice. I just don't know how I could thank the man enough. He made me decide to say, you know what? He made me decide to say, you know what? It's worth giving it a shot. Why not try speaking my mind a little? And it's great. I'm slightly smiling at the thought that I could just have that memory in my head. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to the friends I've been given. I'm grateful to the family I have because they do listen to me. It's just nice to vent to somebody other than your family because they know exactly how you are. But like friends, like somebody that you don't even like talk to 24/7, Like, and they can relate to you just like your family could. It's amazing. Love it. It's always good to have such friends. I can't thank them enough. What the heck, man? But yeah, I can't thank them enough for being here for me. I'm truly grateful for the life I've been given. I just don't know how to express it. But I will one day. I will one day. You never know. My finger hurts. I should probably end the recording here. It's been a whole hour. But I just can't help but feel the need to want to record myself just doing something while talking. I could record a black screen and just talk about myself. In fact, I could just like make a story time series, though I don't have many stories. I just don't know what stories would be like good, because any stories that I have experienced that didn't really seem prominent just didn't stick with me, so I don't have the memory of them like as I would have like 4 years ago. I just wish I had done something about myself earlier. Life is just hitting different now. Life was just throwing me bad mentalities. So you know what? I'm gonna say, screw life. Life can suck it. I'm gonna do what I want when I can. Because you're never always gonna be able to do what you want. It's never possible to do what you want whenever you want. There's always something that will occupy you. And I'm talking about like truly whatever, whenever. I'm not talking like, oh, I could go and get like I can go and get a freaking PS5 like whenever I want. No, I'm talking I can just state what I'm thinking, kind of thing. See, my new self is all about vibes, all about chilling, being good and wholesome and all that. Good God. Yeah. Me, myself, and I feel validated now. I feel like I can accomplish something. I'm never gonna question it because I know I can do it. It doesn't matter if I don't feel like doing it. It doesn't matter if I don't know if I can do it. I'll do it anyways. And you know what? Sometimes it'll end up not going the way I think it would have gone. But it will have gone a whole different way, and it could have been a good way. But if it wasn't so good, then you know what? That doesn't matter. I could do something else to get the results. So yeah, I really do hope you enjoyed my rant while playing this godforsaken game. If you really did enjoy it, I would appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you didn't, go ahead and dislike it or just leave it alone. It's your choice. Subscribe if you've enjoyed any content I've put out in the past. Leave a comment if you want to hear more about myself. I'm grateful to everything that I have gone through, because now I see that there's no need for me to act so gloomy. There's no need for any of that. So, just say what you want in the comments. Say something. And I'll see you in the next video. Because I still have like another 3 or 4 that I've recorded before this but never posted because mental problems were getting fixed. I was getting an update on my mental health issues. So, like I said, again, if you've enjoyed this, which I hope you did, like it. If you didn't, either dislike it or leave it alone. Subscribe if you've ever liked anything I do. Hopefully you do. Helps me know that I'm not doing this like in vain. Cause I wanna reach out to people now. I wanna be more social, but it's hard to when you've been antisocial for the past 6 years. It's not right. It'll be hard for me to like really do that, but yeah, leave a comment if you really do like enjoy my stuff. I really hope you do. Later.